And just while we're on him, is he actually fuming at the minute with Usyk?
Just a bit.
What's the script?
He does not like Usyk at the minute.
On him, innit?
Yeah, no, it's listen, there's a lot of politics in boxing, but I want to say this firsthand. The reason why this fight isn't getting made isn't down to Tyson at all. He wants to fight. He's proved to everybody. He's gone and fought Deontay Wilder after 3 years out. Yeah. He'll fight any man. He don't fear any man.
Nah, cool.
Especially not a cruiserweight who can't do anything anyway.
Yeah.
He's too small. What's he going to do?
We know about that.
Listen, he's what he is, but it's not Tyson's fault.
And those are the words of Tommy Fury as Tommy Fury pleads with the public on Tyson Fury's behalf, stating that it's not Tyson's fault. He's not afraid of anyone. And Alexander Usyk is a cruiserweight that can't do anything anyway. And let me counterpunch. I hear what people say. But then it's important to also understand what they didn't say. We heard Tommy Fury say that it's not Tyson's fault. We heard Tommy Fury say that Tyson's not or doesn't like Alexander Usyk at all right now because of the mishaps. But what didn't Tommy Fury say? He didn't say it was Team Usyk's fault either, did he? He just chopped it up as politics, if you guys heard. Oh, it's a lot of politics in boxing. It's not his fault. My brother doesn't fear no man. It's not his fault at all. And then normally, here's the thing. When you believe, and you honestly believe that it's not the person that you favor's fault, you often have a reason for not being that person's fault. So if you were convinced that for a fact that, hey, it wasn't Tyson Fury's fault, you could say, well, hey, whose fault is it? You would have an explanation on whose fault it actually was, whose fault that it really was for this fight not happening. Tommy Fury didn't supply that. Tommy Fury supplied, it's politics in the game. And, it ain't my brother, though. I just know it ain't Tyson Fury's fault. He ain't scared of no man. And it's almost like, well, for one, we didn't even ask you if Tyson was scared of anybody. To me, that's giving away information that you really don't need to give. You know what I mean? I didn't rob anybody. It's like the cops would say, well, hey, we didn't say you robbed anyone. But now since you're saying that, let's check into that now. Let's check into this robbery. And, Tommy Fury, of course, he's supposed to say that because it's a surrounding amount of people that are around Tyson that really, puckers him up, plays him in with words that really won't give him a straight answer, won't really cut it straight, won't really show like, hey, what's reasonable, what's not. They will just side with Tyson Fury. And Tommy Fury, of course, is no different. Why would he be? He's the younger brother of the Gypsy King. So why would he be talking about being reasonable fighting Usyk? It seems to me he's been drinking the same sauce as the rest of the Furies, just saying, oh, well, he can't do anything because he's too small. That nonsense, and that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. So that lets you know that he's been around that circle of people that has been saying the same stuff, okay? In favor of Tyson Fury, to Tyson Fury, and ensuring Tyson Fury that you have nothing to worry about. Since you have nothing to worry about, you really don't have to fight this guy. But it just really makes me suspicious from Tommy Fury for him not blasting Usyk. All he is a cruiserweight that can't do anything anyway, but he never said at any time that Alexander Usyk is at fault or was at fault for the fight not happening. Because if it's not your brother's fault, well, whose fault was it? You have to explain yourself thoroughly if you really know what's going on. Maybe Tommy Fury doesn't know what's really going on. But based on what we've heard, he felt compelled enough to say, well, hey, it ain't my brother's fault because I know my brother doesn't. He ain't running from nobody. He ain't scared of nobody. He'll fight anybody. He fought Deontay Wilder 3 times. That type of stuff. And it's almost like, okay, son, do you know what's really going on in this equation? because he didn't come up with any kind of specifics. He didn't come up with anything that was tangible, anything that was knowledgeable. He didn't say anything. He just said, something a younger brother would say about their older brother. And, for what it's worth, that's what Tommy Fury's supposed to do. But he had no facts whatsoever. He came with nothing that supported his brother not being at fault, or he had nothing tangible to say about Usyk not being at fault. He just said, oh, it's politics of the game, yada, 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 as though someone that was the outside looking in. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tommy Fury's plea for the public to explain that his brother, it is not his fault for not having or not being involved in the heavyweight undisputed championship of the world. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.